All right, so this is my review of the neem and peppermint oil spray. So it's fall, y'all, and the garden pests are, oh my gosh, they are pretty thick. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. They are so thick. So the reason why I bought this spray was to protect my garden. And yeah, I'm hoping this does it. Now, I did get to use it a couple times, and the times that I did use it, I did notice, and this is just my personal experience, I did notice a slight reduction in the pests. So look at this. Look at my cabbage. But I really like this spray because it is very simple to use. It's all natural, it's organic. So I wanted something that was safe to use around my plants. And yeah, and I also like the smell. Now, the reviews online said that the smell is pretty strong, but for me personally, I don't find it strong. I sprayed on my plants last night, and I was able to hang out in my garden all night, and it had a very pleasant scent. It was light. You can pick up on the neem oil and peppermint, but it wasn't strong. It wasn't overpowering. But all you have to do is you just shake it. Make sure that you shake it up real good. Okay, you want to make sure that you shake it each time you spray, and then you just spray it on the leaves. Okay, and make sure that you do that when the sun goes down. Right now the sun is setting, and then you got to make sure that you spray it underneath the leaves as well, because that's where the bugs like to stay. Okay, yeah, make sure you spray it when the sun goes down, and also you can do it early in the morning. And then, yeah, I like that it leaves a nice shine afterwards. And right now I'm picking up on the smell, but it's not strong. So I'm gonna continue using it. Hopefully it takes care of the bug issues in my garden. And yeah. All right, y'all. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the neem oil spray that I've been using on my plants. And as you can see, like the leaves are still looking vibrant. And mind you guys, I spray my plants once a week. Okay, and when you are spraying your plants, you want to make sure that you're doing that. You want to make sure that you're doing that either first thing in the morning before the sun comes up, or you want to do that when the sun sets. You don't want to do that when it's really sunny outside, just because, yeah, you can risk burning the leaves of your plants. But that was the biggest concern for me, y'all, was my plant leaves being damaged by the spray. But as you guys can see, it's not. And I remembered, like, when I'm gonna show you guys some clips. I made a homemade spray for my plants with hydrogen peroxide, and y'all, it was very diluted. Like, I added a little bit of food grade hydrogen peroxide. I don't know what happened, and I sprayed it at night. I don't know what happened, but oh my goodness, my plant leaves were burnt. They were burnt. They were like, I had bush beans in this container. The plants were looking damaged. They were looking bad. I had watermelon that was growing in this container. The leaves were looking like I had to strip, like I had to prune out most of the leaves of my watermelon plants because they were just so horrible. So this is what I noticed on my watermelon leaves. And I can only attribute this to the hydrogen peroxide spray that I spray the leaves with. That is the only thing that I can think of that caused this, because it did not only affect the leaves of my watermelon, but it also affected the leaves of my bush beans and also the leaves of my cucumbers. Look at that, y'all. Look at this. I had to remove 2 leaves from this plant because it looked just like that, but the entire leaf was white. So I had to prune those leaves off. But I am legit nervous that I ruined it. Like, I ruined the leaves. Look at my bush beans, y'all. Look at the leaves of my bush beans. Look at that. Look at this. This is what I noticed this morning when I got up. And I was like, what the? Look at this. Look at this. So I am happy to see that the neem oil spray is not doing any of that for my plant leaves. Thank God. And I did notice that there's been less activity, bug activity in my garden with the spray. So I am happy about that. So this is the damage of my poor cabbage. My goodness. Yeah, I'm still giving it a fighting chance, y'all. I am. I'm not giving up on it. But I have not noticed any activity in this container. And I've been checking them religiously at night. That's when all the bugs and the critters, that's when they come out, is at night. So I remember finding a very thick, big worm in the middle of this cabbage, and I guess that's why it ate up all of the like it ate up all of the heads. I actually just sprayed it last night, and you see that it has like a glossy shine to it, but it doesn't do any damage. Like, you see how it's like shiny, but it doesn't damage the leaves. So I am satisfied with the spray. I'm gonna be linking it in the description for you guys so you guys can check it out. And I'm also gonna learn how to make my own. But I really like this spray, I really do. And I highly recommend it. I'm gonna be learning how to make my own. The thing with that is I'm just afraid that it's like the ratio is not gonna be there, and I'm gonna end up damaging my leaves. But we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, this is the update I just wanted to give you guys. Yeah, it's a good spray, and I'll link it below.